Welcome back to Campus Connections here on Studio 122. I'm your host, Cheyne Mayes. This next organization, although it's big in numbers, doesn't always stand out like the others do, although its members are handpicked and they do have to do extra tasks like honors courses and a thesis defense in order to graduate. So let's take a look at that.
On the corner of the A&M Commerce campus lies the Honors College, a quiet but mighty organization that houses nearly 200 students. Through an application and interview process, Honors College students are accepted and given the opportunity to join the close-knit community that Dr. Ray Green, Dean of the Honors College, calls a family.
So the students are really supportive of each other, and I think that's important because college is hard, and having support in those darker, tougher times is important.
While Honors College students are mainly evaluated by their smarts and performance in school, they have also been known to do great things in extracurricular programs.
Well, one thing I think is really cool is if you look at a lot of the leaders across campus, a lot of them are students in our program. Whether that's in student government, you've got a lot of fraternity and sorority presidents are Honors College students. We have a good chunk of student athletes. They're really contributing in lots of different ways. You know, I think, of course, sometimes the stereotype would be we're just nerdy and we hang out in our bedrooms, but that's not the case at all. They're dynamic personalities on this campus.
Here with me today, I have Brittney Yager, the academics coordinator from the Honors College, and Christian Aleman, a student in the Honors College. Thank you so much for being here today, guys.
Thanks, Cheyne.
We appreciate it. So Dr. Green mentioned in that video how a lot of the students in the Honors College are involved in multiple ways on campus. So Christian, the first question's for you. In what ways are you involved on campus?
Well, ever since my second semester of my freshman year, I've been involved in my fraternity, Phi Iota Alpha. I've served in multiple leadership positions within that, but I also am now co-editor of the East Texan, and I'm president of the Texas Intercollegiate Press Association as well. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Involved in a lot.
Yeah.
So how do you think, other than getting all these opportunities to be involved in other organizations that you may not have been involved with if you weren't in the Honors College, how else has it benefited you?
Well, I think right off the bat, getting to know people who you're going to be living with because you all live in the same area. And so those are the first people that I got to interact with. Even at orientation, it was all honors students. So I already had a solid group of people that I knew I could go to and even just get to know instead of just going in by myself, not knowing anyone. So I think the fact that we all live together and that they group us together makes it a lot easier to transition from high school to college in that group kind of setting.
Okay, we're going to take a look and see how other students in the Honors College think that Honors College has benefited them also.
I guess like the community that we have, like we're all very supportive of each other and we're all like high achievers. So when you have like a group of people who are really driven and they're driven together, it really like makes a community that's very bonded, and I appreciate that a lot.
My favorite thing about being in the Honors College is access to the dorms and the community.
Probably the community that we have, because we have like, you come in with a cohort, and so I like know all the people in my cohort really well, and I have a really good community and relationship with like a lot of friends, I guess, in the Honors College, and I get to have classes with them, like honors classes and stuff like that.
Now, Brittney Yager, one of my most favorite people on campus.
Well, thank you.
From a more administrative point of view, how do you see the Honors College impacting students?
I think it's really about giving them opportunities that they may not have normally had in the first place. So one obviously beneficial part of the Honors College is the scholarship. It's a full scholarship for these students who are awarded it. And so because so much of their education is heavily subsidized, they are also able to do things that they may not have done otherwise, like maybe study abroad or work with these high-level faculty members in their research projects. So just being able to push them a little bit more and challenge themselves a little bit more because they're not necessarily having to worry about the financial aspect of college, which is a hardship for a lot of people.
Absolutely. Tell me about where do you see the Honors College going in the future? The growth in number of students, greater presence on campus. Tell me about it.
So as far as the number of scholarships, I mean, we obviously want to give as many students the opportunity as they can to be able to do this, and so we would always like to see that number increase, but of course it's always contingent on funding, and so the goal would be eventually to give out more scholarships and to increase our class size a little bit larger. As far as presence on campus, like Dr. Green alluded to, we're there. Our students are there. They're all over the place. They are in student government organizations, they're student workers, they're tutors in the Academic Success Center, so they are there, but as far as being a little bit more visual about where they are, we have actually started a public Honors College Facebook page that people are welcome to follow, so that we are highlighting what our students are doing and really showing the public this is what we're doing and this is what, we're proud of our students. They're doing these great things.
Absolutely. Social media is so important.
Absolutely.
It's an important factor. Tell me a little bit, because I'm not an Honors College student, tell me a little bit about the classes that are offered for those in the Honors College.
So Honors College students are required to take 21 hours of honors courses before they graduate, and then also a few seminar classes, and then their thesis courses. So the honors courses that they take are particularly in their core requirements, but they are also all over the place too, because so many people are coming in with core curriculum completed. And so they are taking these classes like history and English, even some of their humanities requirements, those types of things. But because they are coming in core complete as well, we are also finding that we can offer these other courses. Like this year we're offering something called Forrest Gump's America, which is just an extra course that we offer. This past semester we offered something called Farm to Fork in the Ag department, to where these students can see kind of the whole process of food and where it comes from and availability. So we try to do core curriculum, but we're also pushing the bounds of that as well for other courses.
Okay, I believe we have another video to take a look at. Let's see that.
Put in a lot of work, but it's something awesome, because at the end of it, like, you come out on the other side like better and stronger and better at studying and doing research, and you actually get to like focus on what you like really like and what you're super passionate about.
Frankly, I've benefited by being able to go to college. Due to some family and financial circumstances, I don't think I had another opportunity.
I've met people who are like-minded and people who are also not like-minded, and I've learned to appreciate other people's perspectives and from like an intellectual standpoint.
Thank you so much, guys, for being here with us today. We really appreciate it, and I learned a whole lot about Honors College that I didn't know before. So we really appreciate y'all tuning in to Campus Connection. Be on the lookout for more episodes as we highlight other organizations that are happening on campus. I was your host, Cheyne Mayes, and we'll see you next time.